Lawmakers were at the Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center today to recognize the medical group's work during the pandemic. But healthcare disparities remain in Leeward, Oahu. KITV4's Jeremy Lee was at the center and joins us now with more on the problems still facing certain groups when it comes to COVID-19. Jeremy.
That's right, Rick. I spoke to both officials and local residents about the current state of health care access. Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center is the only community health center which services Makaha to Waipahu, and the facility has played a unique role during the pandemic and is preparing to meet future challenges. Here at the Waiolae Walk-In Clinic in the Waianae Mall, there's no shortage of access for services offered by Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center. But statistics tell a worrisome story affecting Pacific Islanders and others. According to the Department of Health, there have been 252 COVID deaths among Native Hawaiians. That's 19% of the total deaths, but among a group making up 21% of the state's population. However, with 224 deaths, Pacific Islanders make up 17% of the deaths in the state, though only 4% of the population. Filipinos make up 24% of COVID deaths, though 16% of the population.
People can't afford to branch out and get their own homes. They live together. So as you can imagine, with a COVID-type pandemic, that's a disaster for spreading the virus.
Multi-generational living has always presented the gravest challenge during the pandemic. Chief Medical Officer Stephen Bradley also cites lower vaccination rates locally as a concern. For Native Hawaiians, there are additional challenges.
The average lifespan of an individual who is Hawaiian in our state is 10 years less than Caucasian or Japanese member of our state, 10 years.
As Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center was recognized for their role during the pandemic, the focus is also on calling attention to health disparity and awareness.
That Native Hawaiians tend to develop the burden of chronic disease 10 years earlier than like populations in our state.
What can be done?
But I think it's also like our diet and stuff. We're starting to get back on the diet of eating kalo and fish.
And while here at the Waianae Mall, those I spoke to agreed that resources during COVID have been accessible. They hope more can be done.
Even if it's in the park, there's like programs that will make people go there. They show them what to do. You know, those you up in town all the time, but here it's kind of not really.
Lieutenant Governor Josh Green also took a tour of the facilities at today's event, attended by legislators and community activists. Reporting live, Jeremy Lee, KITV4 Island News Tonight.